Greetings, YouTube. I just read a quote from Stephen Fry. Now, I'm not the hugest Stephen Fry fan. I think he's kind of a pompous blowhard. But he did say a very cogent thing in some little video clip. I think he was doing like a man on the street thing. I'm not positive. And it says that homosexuals don't want to create more homosexuals. Homophobes want to create more homophobes. And truer words have never been spoken because that's the truth. For a homophobe to feel comfortable, the only way they can do that is by creating an atmosphere where there are more homophobes so that they're now part of a group that is, out there pushing their homophobic agenda. And, well, the LGBT community just wants to be left alone to live their lives. And that's a real small ask in my book, real small ask. It should be considered to be absolutely and utterly acceptable. This guy over here wants to live their life the way they feel like it, and it doesn't hurt me. Go for it. Because no LGBTQ person has ever caused me problems in my life because they exist. Whereas bigots have caused me problems all the damn time. They disgust me on a daily basis. And admittedly, because I'm a straight, cis white dude, a lot of the things that they spew don't, affect me. I've only ever been discriminated against because of either my political positions or my religion, and that was very rarely because I'm pagan. Um, so I don't really have an idea what it's like to live with that kind of oppressive discrimination crushing me down every goddamn day of my life. Uh, but for homophobes to survive, they have to spread that meme because fundamentally, social conservatism is a communicable disease. You cannot get it unless it is communicated to you by someone else, unless they convince you through their words and their actions to follow their lead. And of course, it's done most often by raising children in that atmosphere. The kids are raised their entire life to think that black people are bad or that gay people are bad, without any real evidence or anything, of course. It's just because they've heard it again and again and again. If you tell someone something every single day of their life, they'll believe it. And I know that lived experience. Told I was stupid every single day by my father for 14 solid years. And it took me until I was 22 to realize I wasn't. I was teaching myself quantum mechanics, and suddenly it dawned on me, maybe if you're reading these books and understanding a lot of the concepts, maybe you aren't dumb. Um, but that's how the homophobes survive. They raise the next generation of homophobes. The way sometimes they'll pull in adults is they'll use children as the lead-in. The children become the thin edge of the wedge. Those groups are going to threaten your kids, and suddenly the parents are like, oh, someone's going to threaten my kids, what? And then they're pulled in. But it's always the kids. They're either raising them or they're using them as a way to get into the minds of another person that isn't currently holding their position and moving them in that direction. But yeah, social conservatism and all the bigotry that it drags along with it is a communicable disease. And it is a disease that we can eradicate through words.